Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Fabs in the house, and today I've got two beauties here with me, Shirogorov Neon R20 and Shirogorov Neon NL Custom Division here with me for a quick comparison review. But hey, don't forget to like the video and to subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying this kind of content going on right over here, because would you look at this? Two beautiful knives. I mean, fantastic options from Shirogorov. You've got the production one and the custom division one. So very, very different in price and of what's going on in the guts on the making of. They're different knives, even if the model is the same. I mean, first of all, this is the NL, so the new look with the inlays, of course, and this one is just the R20. So basically, this is like a Neon Zero with some milling, because this is the R20 edition, so 2020. It's a special one made for that year with this pretty cool milling going on. And this is the NL, so you can also find a Shirogorov Neon NL, which is going to be micarta. It's going to be carbon fiber, and it's going to have a different inlay design than this one. So production and custom division. So this is not the full custom, because that's the next level, and that's going to be another ballpark in terms of money. So let's just quickly check these two handles first. The production one is really nicely done. Titanium frame lock for both. The milling going on is just nice. It's pretty cool. But this one is two-dimensional. You see, like it's just flat over here. You have some chamfers. You have some nice rounding off on these areas over here, beautifully radiused. But this guy is more appropriately like 3D, because the scales, you see maybe even better from here, are like curved, and there's some ridiculous level of milling going on, like just insane. Fantastic, absolutely fine. Look at the, I mean, just gorgeous, gorgeous. You have the positioning of the logo in the same place, like at the heel of the handle, and you have also, like you can see, zirconium pivot collar going on for the Neon NL custom division. No pivot collar going on for the production version. And also another difference that you can see from close, you see that there's a screw showing on the show side for the production and no screw showing in the custom division. Of course, this guy has some beautifully done marble carbon fiber sets of inlays in both sides, of course, which is lacking on this one, because this is just the Neon Zero. Just check the Neon NL if you want to see how the inlay are looking. Also, another difference just from this point perspective over here is the pivot. You can actually see that the pivots are different. So this is just like a faux pivot. You cannot actually use a screw on this one, a tool on this side, because it's just like too shallow, whereas on this one you have to use the tool on this side because this side is closed. On the custom division, you have to use the tool on the back of the knife to take this guy apart. So from this point of view, from this perspective, I think there's nothing else going on. We can start like flipping it around and just starting to admire, like for example, the scales. They are thicker in the custom division and they are much more milled out. And you can actually admire how they look from this point of view, so you can see that they're pretty different. Also, the level of jimping in the blade is different. Like the custom division has a shorter, a little bit shorter set of grooves, the same number, but just a little bit shorter. And you can appreciate maybe in the production that there's some kind of orange peel going on in the grooves, whereas on the custom division is just there, it's not like, it doesn't have the same finish. Also, checking the blade profile, you're gonna notice that it's a little bit different. Also, like the swedge going on, you see it's a little bit has a little bit different design, a little bit shorter for the custom division. Then you can check, we can check the back spacer and the lanyard hole, which are very, very similar. Maybe from this angle you can appreciate You see, like the custom division has a little bit wider. Maybe here you can see a little bit wider and centering backspacer, which is protruding a little bit more on the inside compared to the production. Not a big difference, but just something to point out. If you see from the side, you can appreciate that the custom division has a little bit more sleek and slender and thinner and wider hole for the lanyard hole option. And checking the backspacer, they're quite similar. The level of jimping is a little bit different. It's a little bit shorter on the custom division, as you can see, just ends a little bit earlier, especially for this last one. And these protruding, these notches are a little bit wider on this one and a little bit thinner, shorter on the production version. Of course, the custom division has some extra milling action going on the side of the backspacer, whereas the production is just chamfered normally like that. Really, really cool. The flipper tab area is also a little bit differently milled. You can see that there's the the rest area for your tip of your index is a little bit wider on the custom division. Really, really nice. And the flipper tab pretty much looks the same, just a little bit shorter for the custom division. Stop pin looks the same to me. And if you flip it on the other side, you're going to notice, of course, another pivot collar for the custom division. Of course, there's milling going on, which is symmetrical for the R20. And you're going to see, of course, the inlay. But the main difference is the stainless steel lock face insert, which is screwed in from the inside and beautifully executed. Look at the end of this screw. Just fantastic. For the Neon R20, the stainless steel lock face insert is absolutely present, but it's glued in, so it's not screwed in from the inside. So just keep that in mind. And also you have a very, very different lock bar cutout relief, as you can see. Very different design, which is maybe more, you can appreciate more like from this angle. They're pretty much the same thickness, a little bit thicker for the custom division, but definitely different. Another huge difference is the pocket clip. Look at that. The custom division has some crazy milling going on the pocket clip. The overall outline is it looks the same, but it's a little bit different because you can see it's a little bit thinner on the area here on the production, and it widens up on the custom division. Maybe from here you can actually see it better. Of course, you can appreciate from this point of view the custom division clip employed for the custom division, of course, and here you have just like a the nut and the screw like over here, the bolt, sorry, which is just a regular Shirogorov screw, And I think from this side, these are the differences that I can spot. When you open the blade, you're going to notice some other differences. I mean, first of all, this is custom division, so it's going to have like the CD logo on this side, and the Shirogorov Neon R20 doesn't have anything going on this side. On the lock side, it shows just the steel employed. This is S110V, and in this case is going to be M390, so very discreet placement of this marking. The blade profiles are pretty much the same, but I mean, they're a little bit different. You can see that the swedge going on is just a tiny different. The custom division has a dual tone finish, has a stone washed primary bevel and some satin flats, nice and reflective, whereas the production is just uniform, like it's just stone washed in a different way. Maybe like that. You see, you can catch some reflection. They are differently done, 100% different medium used. Also, like you can maybe see, like from here, that maybe like this side, you can see that the production has a little bit wider plunge grind compared to the custom division. And of course, the satin flats polished are looking nicer in the custom division 100%. If you check from this perspective over here, you're gonna see that there's a little bit different angle, maybe like, yeah, right here. A little bit different angle as well in the plunge grind, and that's why it looks a little bit wider. So the flipper tab, it's pretty much the same also from this side. And let's just quickly check the sound. This is the R20 opening, and this is the custom division opening. Deeper sound for the custom division and a little bit higher pitch for the R20. That's the production, and that's the custom. Closing custom and closing production. Really similar closing sounds, but the opening sounds are a little bit different. So also another thing that is going on the inside, which you cannot appreciate until you take this guy apart, is the level of internal milling going on, which is pretty good. I mean, you can maybe appreciate from this perspective. You see there's some lightning pocket for this guy, but this one, it just takes everything to another level. The internals of this one are so beautiful that it's just a pity not to display them. So nice. There's some internal marking for the serial number. You have like this screw, like you can see maybe like from this angle over here. But most importantly, this guy, you can see from here, as a single row roller bearing logo, because this is SRBS pivot system, and this one has the MRBS pivot system, which is the multi-row bearing system. So these are balls, basically, and these are cylinders, so different action for sure. That is going to be in the feel department. Also, from this point of view, maybe you can appreciate the clip difference. So the area that this guy has touching, like the pocket clip, you see, it's touching like here. It's much narrower than the area over here. So this one is gonna have a little bit more retention in the pocket. And the clip strength is the only gripe I have. The clip springiness, it's really strong compared to this one, which is nicer. So this guy is going to be sliding in and out of the pocket a little bit easier than this guy over here. From the action department, of course, both these guys are smaller knives, same size, but I would have to say that the custom division has the edge in terms of action. It's smoother. It's I don't know, it's something really tough to describe, because these are both like really good knives for the action. I mean, it's fantastic. Like MRBS, great, but single row roller bearings, guys, is just on another level of smoothness and feel that you can experience when playing with these. In the hand, they both feel good. I prefer the custom division because it's more rounded off, it's a little bit beefier, and it feels the hand a little bit better, in my opinion, because this is feeling it's a little bit flat, same size, but being this guy a little bit chubbier, for me it's just better. And I mean, you can't really go wrong with any of these guys. The price is going to be a factor for sure for the custom division, but the look, it's great. The sound, it's a little bit better. The action is a little bit better. The milling is insanely better. Pivot collar, the dual tone finish blade, the steel employed, the screw on the stainless steel lock face insert, extra milling going on, the inlays, the level of machining of the clip. I mean, this is Shirogorov really flexing and showing how capable they are of producing some truly outstanding knives. So there you have it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching. Stay tuned.